So you have a website, but you don't see your website links on Google search results page. So here's how you're going to fix it. The first thing, we are going to create a Google Search Console account, and then we're going to generate sitemaps, whether you're using a CMS like WordPress or you're doing it on Blogger. We are then going to link the sitemaps to your Google Search Console account so that these links can be indexed and tracked and updated every time you make changes on your content from the links that you've shared. So let's go right into it and see how we can do this and make your website links appear on Google search and improve your clicks and conversions. In your browser, you're simply going to type Google Search Console. Then you're going to press enter or click this option that is provided there. You're going to go with the first option and then you click on Start Now. If you have not created an account, you'll have to go through the steps of creating a Google Search Console account. If you have already created an account, you'll be taken to the overview homepage with one of your website insights, from the indexing to the performance to anything that needs fixing. Now, once you're here, if you are just creating a new account, you'll click on the top left hand side and then you'll add property. When you're adding property, you can only do a property where you have the ownership of the actual link, like your website. Google have recently introduced the addition of social platforms to Google Search Console, but that is something that is still being gradually rolled out. Here you can either type your website domain or enter a URL prefix. So we can go with the option of just typing the root domain of example ecomtalkpoint.com and click on continue, or we can as well just go to the website. I can go here and type ecomtalkpoint and pick the whole website URL and try adding it. So I'm going to copy this URL from here and then I'll go back to the search console and paste it here. So I'll paste that and then I'll click on continue. Now you notice that I'm told that ownership has been already verified because I've already added the items to my website. So let's try a different style method so that you see what exactly you need to do. Now initially I'd added this here, which is like the root domain. I can click on that and go to verification. Now if it is not verified, you'll get this notification here. You see now you are told verify domain ownership via DNS. This is just domain name servers. This is usually provided by the domain provider where you bought your website domain. So you have multiple options to do this here. So you can select type txt. You've been given the options how to do it here. Add a record within your domain name server. So we'll create a video entirely for this to show you how you can add records to your domain or DNS records. So you can follow these steps and then you're going to verify. Once you've verified, you're going to go to your website. If I go to my website dashboard, for instance, this is our WordPress website. Then if I want to locate my sitemap, I need an SEO plugin. So in this case, we have an all-in-one SEO. So if I go to all-in-one SEO, I have the option to view the sitemaps here. So we're going to open the sitemap from here. Now you have the option to add a general sitemap, an RSS sitemap, video sitemap, news sitemap, but you're going just to add a general sitemap here. So if I come to this place here, I can preview. So I'm going to open sitemap. So here I have the sitemap URL at the very top, and then I have the individual URLs within the sitemap. So we have the post sitemap, we have the page sitemap, form, course, lesson. So this only depend on the number of maybe subcategories that you have on your website for sitemaps. So I'm going to copy this sitemap here and then I'll go back to Google Search Console, and then on the left hand side you have the option where you have sitemaps. So we're going to click on that. You see, I've already added sitemaps before, so I have an RSS sitemap and I have a general sitemap. So you can just, if you paste the link here, it will not be correct because you have taken the entire link. So you just want to take the extension. So if we go back to sitemap on the dashboard where we were viewing the sitemap, so let's have a look at that. We are going to check sitemap.index. We're just going to take the very last end of it after the site URL, copy, and then it's the one you're going to paste here. Or alternative, you can just edit this and remove this part here. And then if I say submit, I'll be told that this has already been submitted. So I'll just dismiss that. So I've already submitted. So when you submit this, it will be automatically indexed all the URLs that were within that sitemap. Like in this case, we have page sitemap. If I click, it has 64 links. Post sitemap has 50. You have things like lesson sitemap has 92. So if you click on a specific sitemap, you'll see the URLs within that sitemap. So you see these are the pages. It shows you the images, the change frequency, the priority, and the last time it was updated. So all this will be submitted to Google and will be indexed, and sometimes some of them the indexing failed depending on the quality of content. So you want to make sure that the URLs that you are sharing have actual content that gives value to a potential website visitor or reader. So once you've submitted this sitemap, it's supposed to show you the status as success. It might not show you the discovered pages immediately because it takes time before the pages are discovered. So when you've just added it, you're likely to see status pending and also the discovered pages as pending as well. But if you come back after some time, you'll notice that it will be a success and you'll be shown the number of pages that have been discovered from the sitemap that you delivered on Google. Now if you want to remove sitemaps, you just need to click on the arrow here, or actually you can just select it first, and then once you've selected it, you can always decide to remove items from this part here. So I can click on that, and then I can click on remove sitemap from this top right hand side. So I just go back to sitemaps, and if I want to remove the RSS one, just do the same, remove sitemap if you are no longer using it for that website. Now the other removals here is for removing URL specific links. So let's say you indexed a link, but you removed it, you stopped selling that product or the service, and you don't want it showing up on Google search results on the index pages. You just come here and add a new request. You can decide to remove temporarily, or you can just do a complete snippet clearance to completely remove that URL from here. So that is how you add sitemaps, and after adding sitemaps, you can always see the pages and see how many pages have been indexed and how many pages have not been indexed, and you always have reasons why the pages have not been indexed. You can have not found pages, so you can scroll through all this here and understand exactly why the pages that you are not indexed need, or the kind of fixes that it needs. So with this, all your website links will be displayed on Google. And how do you see whether your website links are on Google? So you just want to go to a new tab, and then you're going to type site : and then you're going to type your website URL. And then you're going to type that, then press enter. This should list the number of links that have been indexed on Google. So you see, if you're using a platform like google.com, it will give you the exact links that have been given. But this is Perplexity, and it might not give us exactly what we are looking for. Let's try this in a Google page. So let's open a new tab here and type google.com. This is preferable if you're using Google Chrome. That is the one that gives you, accurate information, the accurate links. Then I'm going to press enter. I do not want AI mode. So you notice that now I can see all the links that have been indexed here. At the top, you're supposed to see the number of found links. This does not show, but it's usually supposed to show you. So you can scroll down, you can go to the next page and see all the links that have been indexed from this domain name that you've provided here, or your main website root domain. So that's simply how you can create a Google Search Console and link sitemap. In the next video, we are going to show you how to verify your Search Console account and link it to your website, and we also look at how to create DNS records that will help you do that easily through your domain name provider. If you find this video helpful, like it, share it, and leave a comment or ask any questions in the comment section.